It's been a while, but we are back with a very special guest.
She's got a heart storming and there's nobody quite like her. Everybody say hi to Sorn!
Hi guys, I'm Sorn!
So if you're a fan,
You're part of Claire!
we are kind of baffled that you're in real life, like
Oh,
you're here
You're
in
sitting
real
next
life.
to us.
And I think
Why?
like my first impression is like, oh my god, so cute!
Oh,
I want to put you in my pocket! Can you just give our audience a bit of a self-introduction?
Hi guys, I'm Sorn. I'm a singer. You guys might know me from my K-pop group CLC. I was with CLC for 7 years and now I am Sorn, the soloist. I've been doing my solo stuff for the past 2 years and a half.
But congrats on your new EP,
Thank you!
Heartstorm. We did some digging and
Yeah.
your first promo tour was in Malaysia.
Yeah!
And it was in KK Sabah.
We had to film a lot of videos saying hi to Malaysian fans. I was like, apa khabar? That was when we only had 5 members back then. And then sadly, we never came back to Malaysia.
But like, have
Yeah.
you like been here like in between?
No. So
Wait, since then?
2015.
Since then, yeah.
Okay, since like it's your sort of first time in Malaysia, so we do this thing where we give artists like Malaysian names.
Yes.
So we want to give you a Malaysian name. I have one for you and Bella has one for you.
Yeah.
The name I'll give you is Aisha Christina.
Aisha Christina.
Yes.
Oh my god, so cute!
Yes, a lot of cute people have the name Aisha.
Yes.
So like when I
Aisha.
saw you, I'm like, she's an Aisha for sure.
I was
Yes.
looking at your videos and everything, like she's a Chloe, like she's a Chloe Tran.
Chloe?
Like a Chloe Tran or like a Chloe Naidu, because like they are so lovable, so cute. Like, so I feel like if you were Malaysian, you'll be like a Bangsa girl.
And we can picture you just being in a cafe, you know, being a girl boss on your laptop. Just
How did you know that? That's actually
That's right, that's right.
That's our Malaysian identity for you.
Oh, that's so cute!
Since you're part of like fan club now, you gotta dive deep into
Our memories.
our memories and like where did it all begin when we started being a fan of something or
yeah,
someone.
yeah.
Okay.
Bella, do you want to kick us off?
In Twilight,
Okay.
and it's Edward Cullen's father.
His father.
Oh my god!
I don't want to elaborate anymore.
What about
I think it was
him
just
is-
like, he was so gentle, very caring. I was like, wow, maybe it's the daddy issues.
I have no right to laugh at you because mine is really something. You know, there's a trend, a phase that people like rodent-looking men.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you know the movie Meet the Robinsons? There's a character, the villain, Goober. And then there was
Growing
a
up.
split second of him as a teenager.
Okay,
That split second
got you.
is here. It's right here.
Can you tell that she likes like tormented
Yeah,
men?
that is the tormented, sad. Look, because he's a villain. Is that too much to share?
I think my whole thing is like, I think it's the hair.
It's okay. It's okay.
I got into Wings Club. The blonde guy, what's his name?
Sky. Oh, we have some Sky girlies there.
Yeah. And then after that, I got into like
Oh, she has a
human.
list.
You should.
Okay, she has a
I want to
list.
see it.
Yura Haruma.
Oh,
Yes,
He
I
had
wonder that
blonde
one.
hair. His hair was like sky.
Oh,
like blonde and
the
then kind of
connection was
long.
there.
And then I started liking this guy named Nominu. He used to be in a band named
yes.
Tracks
Yes.
under SM like 10 years ago.
Yes.
Oh yeah, those were my crushes.
we love it. We've actually prepared a very special segment with you. But what are your thoughts actually on PC cards?
I am very well aware of this culture. Half the time being CLC, it became a thing. I think there was like one of our albums that we get 2 poses per member, and then one of my fans are like, "Oh, your same pose keep coming up. I want the other one." Like people like literally complain to me.
Oh my God,
And I love making jokes with my
Yeah,
fans. We all get microphones for our
Right,
fan signs, and we get like 1 hour of talking to our fans. So I said, "Is there any chance that one of you has the other pose of myself? If you have an extra one you would like to trade with that gentleman sitting there, please, you know, talk to amongst each other."
so
And
cool.
goosebumps for trading
Yeah.
thing. I like to stalk my fans on Twitter, or now Gen Z calls it X. I thought it would be funny to kind of call the fans out too, and have them be aware that I'm watching.
I know. Yeah.
I think now it got a little bit more intense, where people
hang it
at
the back, they decorate it, and
decorated.
everything.
There's a whole like cover. Appreciate it. I really do understand it.
So that's kind of what we're gonna be doing today. We'll be using
Yeah.
stickers around your
Decorating,
face.
Yeah, sure.
And it's gonna be really fun, so let's go. So we can't have you not experienced this yourself. So we actually prepared
A photo
exclusive.
card.
Not a couple, that's a lot.
We picked out a few selfies from your Instagram and printed it out. These are exclusively here. Don't ask us for it. We can't sell this. We don't have rights.
Well, I've never imagined myself doing this, honestly.
So you have your top loader to decorate. Feel free to go wild with it.
I think I'm going to go with this one.
Alright.
You choose a picky.
Yes.
But while we're doing this,
Yes.
let's talk about your new album.
Heartstorm just came out, and I saw a lot of fans saying that this EP is the most you. Like the sound is like Sorn.
Yeah.
So can you tell us more about this EP?
It's like the way I express my opinion with love in 4 different types of songs. All the songs are different with different genres. For my take on this EP is that it's great to love, it's great to fall in love, but you're bound to be hurt by it, and it's like kind of disappointing. But while you're in love, there's different types of stories and excitement that you feel, which is emotion.
We listened to the EP and we were trying to like discuss like, okay,
What's the story here?
What's the
Because like at
storyline?
first, if nobody, you're not getting any of this. But co-voters, you're kind of like, hey,
Like
maybe you want a bit. I was like, whoa, what's going on?
Okay, that makes so much
Yeah,
sense.
now that you say like it's different ways of to love, like that explains
to
a
love,
lot.
yeah, exactly.
You mentioned that this is like kind of part 2 of Sharp Objects.
Yes.
Yes. So like, what is that?
So I think that a lot of fans really like me in Sharp Objects, and of course that's my debut song. So Sharp Objects really represents me a lot as an artist, also especially coming out as a soloist. Like I really put all of me in that song. I just realized at the end of the day, I like girl crush, independent woman vibes, and like
felt it.
and then going back to the root for like CLC as a group, we were always known for that. So then I realized that's actually also me too. Like the color of myself is the color of my team. So then I wanted to bring that back to this EP, and that felt like me the most, honestly speaking.
Also want to know, like, what's your favorite lyrics?
Honestly, I really like the lyrics from Bad For Us.
Okay.
Saying that let's do everything that's bad for us. Us is such a good reflection of how we deal with relationships these days. We're like, I know this is bad for me, but it feels good.
Yes.
So like, I'm gonna do it anyway. You know?
Okay, a bit rebellious in that sense.
And then deal with the consequences later.
Later,
Sometimes you gotta live a little and just enjoy life and do what your heart tells you to do without caring too much about the consequences and like the ending of things.
Like, is there like any particular one, like a list of red flags is like an immediate turn off?
Oh, for sure. It's so easy for a guy to like you and treat you well because obviously they like you. My red flag is if you don't treat my friends and family the way you treat me, that's such
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Goodbye. That's the exit. You walk out.
Yes.
You know, because it's just like a reflection of themselves. Like, people are the people who, like my friends and family, everyone who I surround myself with is a part of my life. They're the people who makes me who I am.
Yes.
At the end of the day, if you're gonna get into a relationship with this person, they also have to learn how to get along well with your people.
That's right. That's so true.
So then if you don't know how to hang out, don't know how to act around my people, then
You're out. Not for me. But Nobody is, I say it, is like a female anthem. It's like very empowering in a certain way because like nobody's got access to this.
You're not gonna get anybody.
The lyrics of like you're gonna get nobody, as in like no one's gonna go back with you. You're not gonna get physically the body.
Like the EP is like giving like flirty. You're very sultry and you're very playful. But like in real life,
I was about to say that.
Do you think you have Riz? What's
so funny.
How do you approach?
Yeah.
It's really funny because I don't know how to flirt with people. I get really awkward when I like someone.
I feel that so
awkward.
So you become like even more awkward.
So I'm already 90% introverted, and whenever I see a guy, I become 110% introverted to the point where the guy would probably be like, "Oh, she hates me." But I'm just like, I just don't know what to do. I'm just really shy.
No, but me and Vivian can relate to this a lot.
You just want them to just like me.
Can
you just like me and get this out?
If I really like you, sometimes I'll do this where like I ignore this person the whole time. But in my head, I'm just literally do I? Like,
Yes,
how
that's
do
so
I?
relatable,
You don't
yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the event or whatever, I'll be like, hey, what's your number?
Oh!
And then I'll start like texting.
But you go for number straight. You went from like, I'm not gonna talk to you to, hey, can I get your number? 0 to 100.
I do that sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, wait, that is confidant. Damn, I was hoping to get a few tips, you know. But like,
I mean, because if you don't do it, when are you gonna see this person again? So then I'd rather just be like,
That's true.
I'd rather you tell me you like me or not, like right now, by you giving me your number or not giving me my number.
okay. But going back into your entire like career previously with like CLC, do you actually still identify as Sorn, the K-pop artist?
I mean, I'm always gonna be a part of
Yeah.
K-pop. It's who I am as a person. It's how I became Sorn sitting here today. I'm really blessed to still be able to go back and forth. At heart, I am still that kid living in Seoul, you know.
Still, like, even though now you're like in Singapore, how was that transition like?
It was not easy because, I mean, being a part of a group for 10 years and then all of a sudden have to learn how to walk again on my own feet without my members and the company. It was tougher to kind of trying to find my own sound of like, who is Sorn as an artist? I say this, but like, K-pop is such a manufactured, you know,
Like
as
your
we
whole
all know.
concept and like your personality determines from the start.
Exactly. So then coming out from there, you gotta search that and do that on your own now. And no one is telling you what to do. I have to take responsibility and like I have to really find myself again. That was quite tough, but I'm really glad that I found a new company that really loves me and really supports me. I get to learn a lot of things without getting pressure, and I slowly found myself. And
That must have not been easy.
no, definitely not easy. I mean, it goes along with anything you do in life, you know, when you gotta start something over again,
On
whatever.
that note though, like was it a big culture shock for you when, you know, transitioning from like a Korean agency where everything is so determined for you
Yes.
and then going to an international like agency, I guess,
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, you can do whatever you want.
Honestly, I don't think it's for everybody. It's so easy to fall in the pattern of like, because now there's no one really controlling you like K-pop. Like, I'm my own boss now basically. So then like I have to like set a schedule for myself. I have to be disciplined. I have to be consistent. It's kind of tough because you can get lazy really easily, but now that you have the freedom to do whatever, it's really easy to fall in that pattern. I force myself to go to the office every single day to like at least work on my music or work on my content, edit my vlogs, film TikToks, think about the next release, think about the next marketing plan.
But what like pushes you to wake up every day and be so disciplined?
First of all, like, I love music. I love what I do, and I just remind myself every day I am in a great position where like I have a company that supports me. I have a team that supports me. I'm blessed to be a part of K-pop and then come out and still do music, because music is so, it's just like tough for everybody.
It's so saturated,
you know. And on top of that, I have fans DMing me, like, you know, sending me texts every single day, telling me how much they appreciate me, how much they appreciate the hard work I put, and the fact that I still push myself to do music is kind of like, in a way, inspiring to them. So that pushes me a lot, especially when I get to travel and meet fans in person and have them come up to me and be like, hey, Sorn, just want to say, you know, keep doing you, keep putting out music, keep being like the hardworking person you are, enjoy what you do, because at the end of the day, we still have your back. Like, we still support you, and seeing you do what you do is inspiring to them too.
It is, like, even hearing this,
Yeah, because sometimes I don't see it because I don't get to
because you're doing
meet
so many
person,
things,
and I don't get to meet like humans all the time. So when I see like real interactions, when they come up to me and tell me all these things, I'm just like, wow, like me working hard at the office, like putting up one content is making someone's day on the other side of the world like a little bit happier. So that's really inspiring to me. I want to work hard because of them.
We saw like one of your vlogs,
Yeah.
like behind the scenes, where you were talking about this album and you were talking about how you express better through PowerPoints.
Oh yeah.
You love
And you
making
like-
PowerPoints.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
love
yeah.
making PowerPoints.
I'm a freak, a PowerPoint freak.
Wait, so give us some tips.
Give
You
us
know,
some tips. We're
marketing girlies.
Yeah. What makes a good PowerPoint presentation?
Why do you love it so much?
Yes.
I'm not like a really wordy person. This is like really behind the scenes stuff. But sometimes when companies reach out to producers, telling them that CLC is making a comeback, their new comeback is Girl Crush vibes. And then they'll send out this deck to all the producers from all around the world and we'll get demos from everybody. When you get demos from producers, you'll see that the definition of Girl Crush to each producer is so different. The sound is so different and I've learned from there. So I'm like, if I really want to be specific with the sound that I want and the concept that I want, I really have to be so specific.
Wow.
So then like when I make PowerPoints, I'm just like, okay, my hair color is gonna be this. My makeup's gonna be this. I put like 20 photos.
Okay.
I'm gonna be wearing this. The setting is in a club and then I put like pictures of the club and then the club needs to have like specific lighting inside there to create this world for my producers to see so that they see what I see.
That's insane. So that process happens even before the music happens.
Before, yeah. I mean, there's different ways artists work. Some people, they sit in a room and then they start writing with their producers and be like, okay, today I'm in the mood to talk about this. So then they start from scratch. For me, because I'm so used to K-pop, I start with concepts first. So then I think of a story in my head and like I think about what I want to say. And so then I'll put that all in my PowerPoint and then I'll send it out.
Wow.
Yeah. That works better for me and my producers too.
Even listening to this, I was like, it's just so eye-opening for me to see the amount of work that you put in to just make like an album or like to make songs and everything. I think a lot of fans don't know what goes behind producing. People don't see the work they're doing, man.
And it's crazy. And another cool thing project we've seen you been on, and you know, like it makes you a Sunday.
It's your podcast.
Oh yeah, Ultimate
Bias. Like how did that come about, and how has it been seeing your peers and your friends on the show from like a host POV, because it's your show?
I always wanted to do a podcast, but I was really scared because all my whole life people interview me. You know, so then when this offer came and I was like, oh, now I have to interview people. And I don't know if I can do that well. I've never had experience of emceeing ever. But then I was like, okay, eventually, but I still want to do a podcast at the end of the day. So I just wanted to use this as like a practice too. And also like, because I don't get to do a lot of things in K-pop as often anymore, if I can still interview like K-pop idols, like I still want to know what goes on in K-pop, you know? So it's like a learning curve for me too, to be connected to like a lot of hubaes and sonbaes and like friends and like 친구s, you know? And it's been really fun.
I especially love that part where Jang Hao from Zero Base One shared that, you know, like that you inspired him. Like, how do you feel like when
you're hearing that, like your hubei just like
that interaction like?
I mean, it's moments like that I really enjoy. I go in these interviews assuming that some of them don't know who I am. And then when interactions like that come up, like I get really touched because I'm just like, wow, like CLC was a part of your career too, you know? And that makes everything worth it. All the things we've been through, all the hardships, when I see that our music really influenced and affected like the younger generation K-pop artists coming up, I'm like, wow, like hard work really paid off. Like I'm like really touched by these small interactions. Having be able to like interview them is like my honor too.
My last question before we show our final product is I couldn't help during my swipity swipes see like a TikTok with Seungyeon, and there's a video they were doing. And then you were like, what? You know? Like you were like,
나 빼고 다 하네.
So
you guys doing it without me.
So we have to know, when are there any plans?
Can you give us
any crumbs?
Ooh, I've been saying this for a while, but we are still very hopeful that the girls will be coming back together sometime really soon. And next year, March 19th, is CLC's 10th anniversary. So we're talking about this gathering thing more often now. It would be so meaningful if we could actually come back together for a 10th anniversary. There's a
decade.
For the fans, I mean, Cheshires must have been waiting.
And
any crumb they get, you know.
I know. So I mean, hopefully we're trying really hard. We're like communicating every month about the updates of, hey, what are your schedules like? We really do want to come back together and perform and hopefully do like a tour, because we didn't do enough touring. I mean, we never went on tour, and we didn't do enough fan meetings with fans from all around the world. So for me too, if I'm gonna do it, I'd rather us go all out on it. And just make it like a whole thing, do like a whole world tour thing, whatever.
That's super cool.
Hopefully next year something.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, treasures.
No promises, but
we're hopeful.
Yeah.
Okay, on that note, shall we see our progress? I'm gonna show mine first.
You have a
As
team.
we were doing the interview, I was like, she's so wholesome.
I'm wholesome.
Yeah, you share your heart. I love it. So like the entire frame is just like
wholesome things.
yeah, it's wholesome things.
So cute.
That's the vibe.
Aww.
Okay, mine is not really finished yet, but the vibe that I'm going for
Yeah.
is
What
just
you
like
got so
sweet
far?
treats and everything. Like just
Aw,
nice.
cute.
Just want to like have
Foodie
some-
concept.
yeah.
Mine is cute and wholesome.
No, but it's so fun. Like the
I-
colors that you gravitate towards.
These are like, I like doing these things.
You did
Like,
mention
not-
that you want to
not
be a
on-
graphic designer if you were.
Yeah. Oh wow. Wow. Yeah.
And I can
did.
see it here.
I did.
Yes.
I love designing. Never thought I would do this on my own face, but I get it now.
You love it, don't you?
I actually, I actually
I
do.
hope you enjoyed your time with us today.
I
How do you
did.
feel?
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we're so excited. So, everybody out there, you better be streaming Heartstorm.
Yes, you
I
better.
don't know what you're doing. Is there something you would like to share with your Malaysian fans?
Well, I'm so happy to be back in Malaysia, especially in KL. I would love to explore more because I'm not doing any shows right now. I'm just like promoting my EP. They're asking me when I'm gonna do a show here in KL and in Malaysia in general. So hopefully 2025, see you guys. Please come to my show. Yeah.
Okay, in the meantime, stream Heartstorm on all audio streaming platforms.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.